जय हिंद डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आई एम डॉक्टर प्रीति मित्तल एंड आज हम कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं हमारा मोशन चैप्टर। प्रीवियस वीडियो में हमने स्पीड एंड वेलोसिटी का कंसेप्ट समझा था और आज चेक करते हैं कि बच्चों को कितना समझ में आया, कितना रिटेन है, कितना याद है। So let's discuss the in-text question of your NCERT book based on the topics speed and velocity. Starting with our first question, that is distinguish between speed and velocity. So let's have a look. Speed is the distance covered by an object per unit time. That is distance upon time. Means how much distance an object is covering in a specified time, that will give you the speed. Whereas velocity is the displacement covered by an object per unit time. So in this, distance is not considered. What is considered is displacement. So it is the displacement covered by an object per unit time, and formula will be displacement upon time. Speed of a moving object cannot be zero. अगर एक ऑब्जेक्ट मूव कर रहा है तो उसकी स्पीड जीरो नहीं हो सकती। अगर ऑब्जेक्ट रेस्ट पे है तो स्पीड जीरो हो सकती है, जीरो होगी। एंड अगर ऑब्जेक्ट मूव कर रहा है तो उसकी कुछ ना कुछ स्पीड होगी, एंड दैट आंसर ऑफ स्पीड विल ऑलवेज बी पॉजिटिव। बट if we compare that with velocity of a moving object can be zero, it could be positive, it could be negative also, that we have seen, क्योंकि displacement पे depend करती है velocity। एंड हमने बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल्स देखे हैं कि अगर ऑब्जेक्ट मूव कर रहा है तब भी उसका डिस्प्लेसमेंट पॉजिटिव हो सकता है, नेगेटिव हो सकता है, या फिर जीरो भी हो सकता है। एंड क्योंकि डिस्प्लेसमेंट नेगेटिव एंड जीरो भी हो सकता है, इसलिए velocity of a moving object could also be positive, negative or zero. Okay. Next, speed में direction important नहीं है. When we talk about speed, we don't consider the direction, and that is why speed is a scalar quantity. Whereas velocity explain करते time हम हमेशा direction को consider करते हैं, तभी तो वो negative भी आ सकता है, and that is why velocity is a vector quantity. Okay, so these were the differences between speed and velocity. Now I'll just shift to side so that you can take a screenshot. Now, question number 2. Under what conditions the average velocity and average speed of a moving object can be equal? So, when an object is moving in a straight line without changing its direction, then the speed and velocity would be same, and so average speed and average velocity would also be the same. So, if it's moving in a straight line only without changing its direction, then whatever is the average speed, same is the value of average velocity. Okay. Now, moving on to the question number 4. What does the path of an object look like when it is in uniform motion? So, whenever an object is in uniform motion, I told you that it is talking about uniform velocity. And an object can have uniform velocity only if it's moving in a straight line. So, the path of an object would be a straight line. I hope you remember that. Now, moving on to question number 5. During an experiment, a signal from spaceship reaches the ground station in 5 minutes. What is the distance of the spaceship from the ground station? The signal travels at the light of speed of light, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Now let's solve this question. It's given that time is 5 minutes and speed is given in meter per second. तो बच्चों, जब भी आप किसी क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करोगे तो सारे वैल्यूज की यूनिट सेम होनी चाहिए। स्पीड जब मीटर पर सेकेंड में गिवन है तो टाइम भी सेकेंड्स में ही कंसिडर करना होगा। एंड टाइम इज गिवन 5 मिनट्स, तो बस हमें 5 मिनट्स को सेकेंड्स में कन्वर्ट करना है। एवरी मिनट हैज 60 सेकेंड्स, तो हमने टाइम 5 मिनट्स को सेकेंड्स में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए जस्ट मल्टीप्लाई इट विद 60 एंड विल गेट 300 सेकेंड्स। नाउ स्पीड इज गिवन 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, and you know the formula of speed is distance upon time, और हमें फाइंड आउट करना है डिस्टेंस। तो डिस्टेंस का फॉर्मूला हो जाएगा स्पीड इनटू टाइम। ये टाइम हमने ऊपर भेज दिया, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, तो डिस्टेंस इज इक्वल्स टू स्पीड इनटू टाइम। नाउ पुटिंग द वैल्यूज, स्पीड इज गिवन 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second multiplied by 300 seconds, and that will give us 900 into 10 to the power 8. Okay, that could also be written as 9 into 10 to the power 10, and since it's distance, it will be having the unit meters. Okay, so why 9 into 10 to the power 10? Because 8 zeros were already there, 2 zeros are more. Now it's total of 8 plus 2, 10 zeros. Okay, exponent में 10 to the power 8 represents that 10 के बाद 1 के बाद कितने total zero हैं? 1 के बाद 8 zero हैं, तो 8 zeros already थे, दो zeros से और multiply कर दिया, so it will become 10 to the power 10. And so the solution would be 9 into 10 to the power 10. So by that, we have discussed all the questions given in your NCERT book after the topic speed and velocity. So that's all for this video. It was a short video for a discussion about the questions based on velocity and speed. I hope you were all able to answer all the questions by yourself only based on the concepts that we have learned in the previous video. That's all for today. Good day everyone. Take care of yourselves.